why you're here. Number 2, if you might be released. And number 3, if you're going to be assigned counsel. The vast majority of you are going to be assigned counsel, which leads to my number 1 rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in this courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your attorney. I can't answer legal questions for you, so please save your legal questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing lots of different dates. Some of you are going to be hearing lots of different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff when I tell you about it. All that information is going to be on your paperwork, but that's why it's important to keep your paperwork and not lose it. If you end up missing a court date or not following a court order, you could just end up back here. Here's how the morning's going to work. I'm going to call 2 names. First name I call is going to come into the courtroom and stand at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on the chair next to the door, and then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar's finished. Could I please get Denise Anderson to the podium? Oscar Behar to the chair, please. Hi, could I get your name and date of birth, please?
Denise Anderson, 8/28/69.
Thank you. You are here today on an out-of-county warrant. I am assigning you an attorney, and your next court date is going to be February 24th at the Cochise County Superior Court. I'm affirming the order by the judge out there. You're going to be held non-bondable at this time due to a violation of a post-felony matter. So at this point, you're going to be remaining in custody at least until February 24th when you can see the judge out in Cochise County. One, please touch your left for your paperwork, ma'am. Oscar Behar to the podium. Xander Jackson to the chair, please. Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Oscar Behar, April 24, 1992.
Thank you. You are here on a grand jury warrant. The grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on the following charges. Conspiracy, a Class 2 felony. Possession of marijuana for sale, a Class 2 felony. Possession of narcotic drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony. Illegal control of an enterprise, a Class 3 felony. Money laundering, a Class 3 felony. These events occurred back in February and April of 2024. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be February 26th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the grand jury. It's a $100,000 cash-only bond. If you're able to post that bond, you're going to be placed on pretrial services release with the electronic ankle monitoring. Furthermore, if you're able to post that bond, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Okay.
Xander Jackson to the podium. Daniel Rubio to the chair, please. Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Xander Jackson, March 11th, 1999.
Thank you. You are also here on a grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on the following charges. 1 count of trafficking in stolen property, a Class 2 felony. 1 count of burglary in the first degree, a Class 3 felony. 1 count of theft, a Class 3 felony. 2 counts of burglary in the third degree, a Class 4 felony. 14 counts of theft, Class 6 felonies. These all occur, they have listed dates of 2025, but I'm sure they happen over a range of dates. It sounds like you were here before on a grand jury warrant. What they did, it looks like in the note, they added a few more charges, and so it's basically most of the same stuff, and they added some more charges.
Okay.
And so, sir, you're going to have the same bond, $75,000 secured appearance bond that you had before. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
All right, thank you.
Daniel Rubio to the podium. Robin Contreras to the chair, please. Hi, sir. Could you please lower your mask just for this? Thank you. Name and date of birth, please.
Rubio Daniel, 01/1896.
Thank you. You are here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause was already found for trafficking in stolen property, Class 2 felony, and robbery, Class 4 felony. You already have an attorney, so you're going to continue to have your attorney that you were already previously assigned. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in downtown Superior Court. Affirming the new bond that you have in your case, it's a $50,000 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services with the same electronic monitoring that you were on before, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Could you please step to your left for your paperwork, sir?
May I ask a question?
Sure.
You said I will be placed on pretrial, or if I bail out?
If you bail out.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Robin Contreras to the podium. Vanessa James to the chair, please. Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Robin Contreras, January 21st, 1988.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested on the following charges: possession of narcotic drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony; transportation of narcotic drugs, a Class 2 felony; conspiracy, a Class 2 felony; illegal control of an enterprise, a Class 3 felony; criminal damage, Class 5 felony; criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause on all charges except for the conspiracy charge, the Class 2 felony, and illegal control of an enterprise, a Class 3 felony. I will let you know, though, that the county attorney's office can still file charges after today's date, and so just because I haven't found probable cause today doesn't mean they might not show up later. Sir, for the remaining charges that I have found probable cause, I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a cash-only bond of $50,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any of the victims, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Vanessa James to the podium. Matthew Vasquez to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Vanessa James, 4/13/1988.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be February 26th on both of your probation violations. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's $500 secured on one, $1,000 secured on the other, total of $1,500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of any crime or initiate contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Matthew Vasquez to the podium. Yvonne Porter to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Matthew Roy Vasquez, June 24th, 1991.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for the following charges: 2 counts of trafficking in stolen property, a Class 2 felony; organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony; burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felony. These events occurred back in May and June of 2023. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the downtown Superior Court. Affirming the secured appearance bond set by the judge. It's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scenes of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork? Thank you. Yvonne Porter to the podium. Ann Berzuvich to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Yvonne Porter, 4/15/81.
Thank you. You're here today in a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for shoplifting, a Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you're currently on probation, so you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days if you bond out. And also, if you bond out, you may not enter any target or their premises. I want to let you know that the probation violation warrants, they haven't come through for this calendar, so you're probably going to get page 2'd, or you'll probably be seen later on those probation violation warrants, and so I do want to warn you about that. So you might be back in this courtroom on those on your 2 probation cases, okay? All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Amber Zuvich to the podium. Rocky Luna to the chair, please. And do we have counsel on the line? No. She said she was going to appear. No? Okay. I will. Okay. I'll move her down. I'll call her later then. Okay. Ms. Zuvich, your attorney was supposed to appear, and so looks like she's not here yet, or he or she's not here yet. So if you want to go ahead and step back in, I'll call your case a little bit later. Sorry about that. Rocky Luna to the podium. Naomi Moreno to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Rocky Luna, 11/20/98.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 matters, a Superior Court arrest warrant and a failure to appear warrant. Let me talk to you about your arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of burglary, and a 3rd degree Class 4 felony. This happened back in February and March of 2024. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge, it's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You also have a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney on that. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th. Affirming the bond set by your original judge, it's a $500 secured appearance bond, so a total of $1,000 secured appearance in order for you to bond out. And if you bond out on this one, it's the same conditions of release. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork, sir? I'll go through 2 more before I call them. Naomi Moreno to the podium, and then Naomi Mayers to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Naomi Moreno, 6/13/1990.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you new counsel. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your judge, it's a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And it appears that there's an order of protection out against you, so you have to continue to follow that, the order of protection that has been put out against you. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork, ma'am. Naomi Mayers to the podium, and then Amber Zuvich to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Naomi Mares, 6/28/85.
Thank you. I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. You are here on a failure to appear warrant, so I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your judge, it's a $250 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork? Amber Zuvich to the podium. Travis Scrivener to the chair, please. And do we have counsel on the line for Ms. Zuvich?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Is it possible to raise your volume up a little bit?
Yeah, let me see if I can do that.
Okay. Want to go ahead and try again?
Can you hear me okay? Or is it still muffled?
No, that's great. Could you please announce?
Yeah, Matthew Hayes on behalf of Amber Zubik, who's appearing before the court.
Thank you. Ma'am, could I please get your name and date of birth?
Amber Civic, 1977.
I'm sorry, the date of birth again?
1977.
Your full date of birth, please.
Oh, October 28th.
Thank you. I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. And counsel, Ms. Zubik is here on, actually, she's here on two matters. She's here on her Superior Court arrest warrant, and she's here on a Justice Court warrant. Are you representing her in both?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not familiar with the Justice Court warrant, but I am familiar with the Maricopa County Superior Court case.
Okay, and so knowing that she has these, at least on my docket, she has two open matters, are you going to be appearing and speaking for as to both matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me start with the Superior Court arrest warrant. 1 second, please. Okay, ma'am, probable cause was previously found for 2 counts of aggravated DUI. This occurred back in June of 2024. I'm not assigning you counsel because it appears you have counsel retained, and so he's appearing now. And I'll let you know that your next court dates are going to be at the Downtown Superior Court, February 25th and February 27th. And then you also have a Justice Court warrant. This is out of the Encanto Justice Court. The charge is for driving on a suspended license. This also occurred back in June of 2024. At this time, I'm finding that you're not indigent and you also have counsel. And so I'm not assigning counsel for your Justice Court warrant. Your next court date in the Encanto Justice Court is February 24th, and that's in the Encanto Justice Court. And counsel, did you want to be heard as to her release conditions?
Yes, Judge, I understand there's some bonds in place. I just want to let the court know that she has not been, prior to, I think, to yesterday, she was not aware of the Superior Court case. She hasn't appeared on that matter. I think it was a direct complaint filed, so it wasn't an intent to, avoid or miss court. I can't speak to the Justice Court case, but it sounds like it's a failure to appear for driving on a suspended, so that's something that can be wrapped up relatively quick with regard to the warrant. And so my request was that within whatever court the power has, discretion that the court has, would be to reduce these or vacate them. She has private counsel. I'm going to take care of these warrants as soon as I get off this call with the court. I'm going to file a request to vacate those warrants as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you. Counsel and ma'am, at this time, I'm actually going to be affirming the warrants. And just to give you a heads up, you have some other open stuff out there. You were wanted by Camp Verde Municipal Court. There's something down in Maricopa, the city of Maricopa. There's also a Glendale city matter. And so for all those reasons, what I'll be doing, I'm going to be affirming the bond in your Superior Court warrant. It's a $100 secured appearance bond. And for your Justice Court warrant, it's a $50 secured appearance bond. And so grand total, $150 secured in order for you to bond out. And ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Counsel, did you get all that?
I did, Judge.
And do you have anything further to add?
No, Your Honor. You can let Ms. Zubik know that I'll be in contact with her as soon as I can.
Okay, sure thing. Ma'am, do you have, actually, counsel, did you have any questions for me, or are you comfortable with Ms. Zubik asking me any questions?
If she has questions, certainly I don't have any questions for you. I'm comfortable with her asking those.
Ma'am, no questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Your counsel will be in touch with you, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, counsel. Travis Scribner to the podium. Sherilyn Masters to the chair, please. Hi, sir. Name and date of birth.
Hi, Your Honor. Travis Scribner, 11/15/1988.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date on both is going to be February 26th in the Downtown Superior Court. I'm going to be affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's $100 on one, $100 on the other, so a total of $200 secured. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you. I want to please step to your left for your paperwork.
So, never mind. You said it.
Sherilyn Masters to the podium. Joe Scroggins to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Cheryl Masters, 9679.
Thank you. You're here today on two matters, a municipal court warrant and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your probation violation warrant. I am assigning you counsel, and your next court date is going to be February 26th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge is a $100 secured appearance bond. Then you also have a municipal court warrant. I am assigning you counsel on that as well. Your next court date is going to be February 25th. That's at the El Mirage City Court. And that's also affirming the bond there. It's a $100 secured appearance bond. So total $200 secured in order for you to bond out. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork?
Thank you.
Thank you. Joe Scroggins to the podium. Juan Carlos Gonzalez to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Joe Scroggins, 42887.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be February 26th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge is a $100 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of your arrest, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days. Please step to your left for paperwork. Juan Carlos Gonzalez to the podium. Thomas Mayo to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Juan Carlos Leon Gonzalez, 102594.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be February 25th at the El Mirage City Court. I am affirming the secured appearance bond. It's a $50 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Okay.
Thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Thomas Mayo to the podium. Melvin Flores Alvarado to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Thomas Mayo, May 23rd, 2000.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's February 25th. That's at the Peoria City Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the judge. It's a $50 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
I do have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Now, I assume it's because I haven't paid any fines for Peoria, right?
Let me double check.
Are you able to check that?
Yeah,
or,
let me.
I know I haven't paid no fines for Peoria. I've been going through.
Actually, it's not. It's not for fines. Yeah, no, it's for possession of drug paraphernalia.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Melvin Flores Alvarado to the podium. Michael Evans to the chair, please. Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Melvin Flores Alvarado, 06/27/2001.
Thank you. You're here today in a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 1 misdemeanor, driving on a suspended license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for these types of charges, you don't get a free attorney. But if you want to hire one on your own, you can go ahead and do that. Do you understand?
Okay.
And your next court date is going to be March 11th. That's at the El Mirage City Court. And sir, upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions you got to follow.
Thank you.
Once you're released, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir. Thank you for your help.
And do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, sir.
And do you promise to appear on March 11th at the El Mirage City Court?
I will be there on time, sir.
All right.
I appreciate your help.
Not a problem. So, sir, upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. So please step to your left for your paper.
Thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate it.
Michael Evans to the podium. Calvin Williams to the chair, please. Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Michael Evans, December 23rd, 1973.
Thank you. You are here today in a municipal court new case. You have been arrested for disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be March 11th at the Peoria City Court. And sir, upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions you have to follow, though.
Yes, sir.
Sir, at least until March 11th, you are not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with the victim, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And so here's the most important thing. You may not reside with the victim, even if you're the owner or renter of the property. You're allowed one civil standby with local law enforcement to return to the residence to collect any essential belongings, and you're cautioned that a violation of a no victim contact order can constitute a class 6 felony. Sir, do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir.
And
May I?
one sec. One second. Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure you got some questions about how to handle that. No problem. Do you promise to appear on March 11th at the Peoria City Court?
Yes, sir.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance. Is your question where can you go?
Yes, because my wife has somewhere to go. She's here with me.
Yeah, you both got arrested.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's a sad matter, and if you could help me with that, so I'm not on the street.
So here's the problem. I wish she were on my calendar so I could put both of you here. I don't have control over her next calendar, and so I can't make any orders for her about where to go. Do you have?
I have a truck. It's at the house in the parking in the
Okay.
driveway. If I could just get to my truck, I'm good.
So you are allowed to go to your truck, and then so I imagine the keys are inside the house.
No, they're in my property.
Okay, you can go home. Not inside the home. You can go
And get my truck?
You can get your truck.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate the clarification.
You're at least until March 11th. You're just not allowed inside. You can't just live together.
Yes, sir.
At least until March 11th, until things cool down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you can go once you get your property back. You can go and get your truck. You can't go in the house though. If you do want to go in the house, like I said, you're allowed to go one time inside the house and have law enforcement stand by.
Right.
To get some, change your clothes and
Right.
stuff like that.
All right.
So you're allowed to do that once.
Okay.
So you're not prevented from doing that. You just have to make an appointment with,
Civil standby?
Peoria for a civil standby.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you for your help.
All right, not a problem. So March 11th, you'll be released on your own recognizance. So 4 to 5 hours, you should be released, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Calvin Williams to the podium, please. Sir, name, date of birth?
Calvin Williams, 6/28/2003.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be March 5th. That's at the McDowell Mountain Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. But I want to double check one thing with you. You have an open case you have an open felony case right now, correct?
For the DUI?
No, for possession of narcotic drugs. You have something going on downtown?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're out of custody for that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then you have a open DUI too?
I moved from my past address, so I didn't get the...
Okay, yeah. So this is what you're here for right now. It's for the DUI.
Okay.
And so that's why you're out of custody on the possession of narcotic drugs, and so I'm going to be letting you out of custody on this one too.
Okay.
So it doesn't mess up what's going on with your downtown case, all right? And so I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions you have to follow, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You may not operate any motor vehicle. Do you understand these conditions?
Of course.
Okay. Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, and I'm in the middle of drug and alcohol classes as well right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that's what's going on downtown. So that's part of the reason I'm letting you go. Do you promise to appear on March 5th at the McDowell Mountain Justice Court?
Yes, I promise. Sorry.
Okay. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you on your own recognizance today. Do you have any questions for me?
March 5th where?
March 5th. McDowell Mountain Justice Court, that the address is going to be on your paperwork. That's
The,
why it's
the
important.
little court or the big court?
No, that's a little court.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep your paperwork so you have the address and the time.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Any
Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left. Deputy, can we please clear the courtroom for the last matter? Thank you. Espiro Flores to the podium. Sir, could I please get your name and date of birth?
Spiro Anthony Flores, September 8th, 1991.
Thank you. You're here today on a grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on one count of failure to register as a sex offender, class 4 felony. This next court date is February 26th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the grand jury. It's a $5,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services with an electronic ankle monitor. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I have a question. I had taken care of this when I was, as you can see, my latest registration was on November.
So here's the thing. I can't see. Grand juries are totally secret. So you didn't know this was coming. I had no idea this was coming. The only information I have is that you have an open grand jury warrant for you. And so, unfortunately, at least today, there's nothing I can do except to affirm that bond.
Yeah, because what happened was I know that I had that.
So no, remember were you here when I said don't talk about the facts of your case?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're going in that direction. Even if it's a defense to your case, I wouldn't talk about it. Okay. Just because everything's being video recorded. Okay. So I understand you have some concerns. Unfortunately, in my position today, there's nothing I can. The grand jury has a warrant, and there's nothing that I can change about it. And so your next date to be able to talk about it with the judge is going to be February 26th.
Okay, one last question.
Sure.
I am getting like release paperwork right now, like for release for the next court. Like if
you're going to have paperwork, and then if you can pay that $5,000 secured appearance bond, then you'll be released.
Yeah, but if not, it's up to the judge to release me, right?
At the next court date.
Yeah, the next court.
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's
all right. Thank you. Please.
Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Drop one, flush one.
For the following individuals, I'll be visiting the back of their cell. They pose a risk of harm. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. LaKendrick Bradley, date of birth 6/2/1986, is here on a failure to appear warrant and Superior Court new case. His failure to appear warrant, I'm not assigning new counsel. His next court date is going to be February 25th in the downtown Superior Court, forming the bond set by that judge, $1,000 cash bond. As to his Superior Court new case, he's been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I am assigning counsel. His next court dates are February 25th, 26th, and 27th in the downtown Superior Court, this time holding him non-bondable as he was on felony release on his other matter. Jimmy Kemple, date of birth 7/31/74, is here on a Superior Court new case. He's been arrested for 4 counts of aggravated harassment, a class 6 felony, 4 counts of disobeying an order or mandate of the court, class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of threatening and intimidating, class 1 misdemeanor, 4 counts of harassment by communication, class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause. I am assigning counsel. His next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $25,000. If he's able to post that bond, he'll be placed on pretrial services release with an electronic ankle monitor, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, may not have contact with the victim whatsoever by any means. Shaylin Sakava, date of birth 1/4/1994, is here on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning new counsel. Her next court dates are February 25th and February 27th in the downtown Superior Court, affirming the bond set by that judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. If she's able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. After visiting these individuals back at their cell, if there's to be any changes to their release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. This concludes the 5 a.m. calendar.
5 a.m.? Who goes to court at 5 a.m.? Not me. Not us. Because we're just watching. All right, so that's it. This is it for the 5 a.m. But so today we're gonna be doing parole board hearings in Kentucky. For those of you that have been to Kentucky before, you guys know you guys know what's in store. That's gonna start about an hour, so I'm gonna try to get at least an hour of sleep before the stream starts. But we're gonna be busy today. We're definitely be. Hey, yup. Hey, were you here yesterday? When we did some Kentucky yesterday. They were having a bunch of audio issues and lag issues and all kinds of audio issues. It kind of sucked. Somebody asked me about it was Liz about there was this what time Cali in 1 hour in una hora. Let me see, in and out I was. So Liz asked me about there was this one lady that she did a vehicular manslaughter. She had drank a little bit too much. She got on the road and she took out two college students. If you're not napping, if you napping, then you're that's right. If you're napping, you're not tapping. That's right. So they were asking me if I knew what the outcome of that hearing was, and unfortunately I don't, because I'm not sure what was happening. Looking forward to the bank hearing. That's right, Chacha. You know, so I'm gonna have a lot of hearings today. I'm gonna have a lot of streams going on today. So if I don't have the stream going on right here on TT, I'm gonna be having it on YT. So today we're gonna be doing Pennsylvania, Connecticut. No. Connecticut. We're gonna do Connecticut in the evening. But in the morning we're gonna be doing Pennsylvania. It starts at I think 6 a.m. California time. Then we're gonna have Kentucky. That one starts at 5:30. So that one starts in an hour. Let me see, what else do we have? We got the California bank hearing. What's your YT? My YT is at CollectCallFrom. The little A at CollectCallFrom. Pennsylvania, I want to see. Yeah, so if not, you could always go to my profile. My profile, it has all my social media links just to make it easy. But it's not that hard. And as a matter of fact, here, let me show you right here. Let me show you the link. Right there. That's the link right there. CollectCallFrom. From PA. That's right. I want to see PA. Yeah, but so for those, so if you want to see the PA one, then I'm gonna be running that one on YT, because I mean I could only do one streamer here on TikTok. Today I'm gonna be focusing on Kentucky. So feel free to take a little stroll down to YT, hit the live button once you find the account, and then just look at all the streams we're gonna be having going on today. You know, I'm pretty sure something will tickle your fancy, if you will. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys. If you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you a thing. Don't trip. I'm not going to be asking for donations or green dots or PayPals or tipping me for the coffee. None of that stuff. But what I do want is I do want that follow, and I do also want some of your time to check out these streams with us. I just want the channel to grow. We're trying to get to that 20,000 mark. We're about a little bit under 2,000 new followers from hitting that mark. So hopefully sometime this month or possibly in March, we'll be hitting that 20,000 mark. And you're the ones that could make that happen. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Hey, Starkey, I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate that $4.99 you sent this way. Highly appreciate it. Why you keep cutting in and out? What are you talking about? Yesterday or today, Jonathan? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. And then, and I gotta put my alarm, because if not, I'll oversleep and I'll wake up like at noon or something. Hey, yo, what up? Let me see. Let me put my alarm clock, because once I haven't slept. I just got home, so I gotta make sure I put this alarm, and I gotta put it like super loud. Or if not, then I'll wake up at noon and then with a bunch of messages like what happened to me. I thought you were gonna be back in an hour. And I know a lot of us have abandonment issues, so you see it's cutting in and out on the YT right now. It is? Oh, snap. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. My audio or the court audio? No sé. I guess I have to play it back and I'll check it out. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you. My audio. Oh, you know what? Because my audio, I didn't know that I had it on mute. My audio was on mute from yesterday, because in the Kentucky ones, I don't like to interfere whenever we're watching those audios. I mean those streams. So I had my audio on mute. So I just took it off of mute right now towards the end. If that makes any sense. Anyhow, hey, I do appreciate you guys. I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it lights out. And with that, I'm on. I got to go and charge my battery at least like 10%. Because if not, I'm going to be like, I'll be hitting the microphone, sleeping on it. All right, guys. I'll see you guys shortly. All right.